If you've ever tried budgeting and felt like you failed, well, the truth is you didn't necessarily fail. You just didn't have the right system that you were working with. And today we're going to reset how you think about money, budgeting, and what actually works long term. Welcome to Financial Coaching Kingdom, the podcast that helps you align your money with your purpose. I'm your host, John. We've all felt the weight of financial stress, the sleepless nights, the silent disagreements with our spouse, the feeling that we've just not in control. But what if there's a better way? What if managing your money was less about math and more about peace of mind? On this podcast, we'll explore a different kind of financial freedom. It's not just about what you earn or what you owe. It's about the emotional clarity that comes from being on the same page with your spouse, the spiritual strength you gain from worshiping God with your finances, and the deep satisfaction of knowing you're building a lasting legacy for your family. Every week, we'll cut through the noise to bring you simple, powerful truths that will help you move from financial chaos to confidence. If you're ready to find clarity, grow in unity, and live with purpose, you're in the right place. Let's get started. Many of us believe that I'm just bad with money, or I've never been taught how to take care of money. And so we just don't do it. We try processes. I listen to our friends who have a budgeting system that works for them, but it just doesn't work for you. Or there's the shame cycle. You plan, I'm going to spend this much money, and then all of a sudden, for some reason, it doesn't happen exactly like you planned, and so you just give up. It's not a lack of discipline. It's a lack of a system that fits you. And each of us have different propensities for spending, or each of us have different ways of thinking about money and how we relate. Some of us are spreadsheet people. Some of us are app people. And some apps work great for one thing. Some apps work great for another thing. Why most budgets actually fail? Sometimes they're too complicated. I have friends who they track every percentage. They keep their receipts for years and years so that they can use it for tax purposes. Some are too restrictive. We only have this much money to spend, and if you go above this, then we get a red light, or you get flashing lights of saying bad, 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 and that's not true. We always plan for that perfect month. And when I get the most, I get 3 paychecks versus the 2 paychecks I normally get. And I have the money to spend. And nothing new comes about. So we're thinking that. Some give no margin for the real life. Real life happens. Sometimes there is that unexpected event that happens, that unexpected expense, and no buy-in from your spouse. So if this is the case, this is tough. When you guys are married and you're working together, things work wonderfully. But if you're married and you're working apart, you're pulling in 2 different directions, and it can be really hard. Most budgets are built like spreadsheets, not like real life. One of the real problems is your mindset. It's not math. Math doesn't have feelings, but you do. Your spouse does. Your kids do. There's always feelings that come around it. Some people treat budgets like a punishment. Man, it tells me what I can't do. But guess what? That's not the case. Or like the short-term fix. I'm only doing this for a short period of time, and then right after it, I'm going back to the way I did it. Instead of using it as a tool for clarity and leadership. Think about it. If you and your spouse are the ones who are creating the budget, you guys are the ones making those decisions on where the money goes. You guys are the ones who need to know how you're spending the money. Are you worshiping God with it? Are you stewarding it? Or is it all yours and I'm wanting to spend it on me and that's all? We want to shift this to being a budget is not restrictions, it's about intention. And that's true of going from where did my money go at the end of the year to, all right, this is where I want our money to go. This is where we've prayed about it and God is directing us. And that's awesome. And you don't have to be perfect. There's no guilt in this. If you make a mistake, okay, own it and adjust and go from there. Missing a category doesn't mean failure. That means, hey, we're going to adjust that next month, or we know about it. Or overspending doesn't mean you quit. You want to go, okay, I overspent on this. How can I adjust? Or maybe I need to adjust the amount that I spend or that I plan to spend there. But keep going. Or messing up. I'll just restart next month. That doesn't give you a license just to spend. Plan for it. You don't need a perfect budget. You need a repeatable one. You need one that you can use that's going to help you in the future. You don't need one that is going to track every tidbit of information if that's not part of you. Now, some people like to play the game with money and it's a hobby, so good for them. What a budget should actually be is simple. A budget is a plan for your money before the month begins. It should be simple. It should be sustainable and intentional. We're telling our money where to go versus going, hey, where did the money go? We're going to be working through a series on budgeting and with that, but we're not building a perfect budget. And your budget is not my budget. The way that I work my budget is not the same way that you're going to do it. But we're going to find ways that work for you. We're building a working system, one that fits your income, your family, and your season in life. I've had multiple ways of doing budgets as my life has changed. I've been able to do it single, as married, as a new couple, and it's all different. And just making sure that I'm praying about it and worshiping God with it. We're not going to try to fix everything today. We're going to make the decision that I'm going to approach money differently this time. In the next episode, we're going to build a simple, real-life budget that you can actually stick to. Are you ready to stop living paycheck to paycheck and start building a life of true financial freedom? Take the next steps with me. Head over to financialcoachjohnllc.com and schedule a free discovery call. We'll talk about your unique financial situations, create a simple, actionable plan to get you on the path to living below your means and building a future that you want. That's financialcoachjohn, Jon, LLC.com. Before we go any further, I want to share something that I read this morning that hit me right between the eyes. And I've been doing the Proverbs challenge, where you read the chapter of Proverbs that matches the day of the month. And today is the 21st, and so I read Proverbs 21. And man, I'm always amazed at how God gives you exactly what you need when you need it. And since we're talking about money and budgeting, I wanted to walk through a few verses that really stood out and how they connect to what we're talking about. Proverbs 21:3. To do righteousness and justice is more acceptable to the Lord than sacrifice. Right out of the gate, this sets the tone. God is not impressed by appearances. He's not impressed by you saying the right things about money. He cares about how you actually live. You can say you want to be a good steward, but if your daily decisions don't reflect that, it doesn't line up. Budgeting isn't just math, it's obedience and alignment. Proverbs 21:5. The plan of the diligent leads surely to abundance, but everyone who is hasty comes only to poverty. That's budgeting right there. A budget is a simple plan. Most people don't have money problems. They have a planning problem. They react all month instead of deciding ahead of time. And the Bible is clear. Diligence leads somewhere. Haste leads somewhere too. If you don't plan your money, you will always feel behind. In Proverbs 21:13, whoever closes his ear to the cry of the poor will himself call out and not be answered. This is important because budgeting isn't just about getting ahead. It's about having margin to give. If your money is always gone, you can't be generous. And generosity isn't optional in the life of a believer. It's part of the obedience. A healthy budget creates room for generosity. Proverbs 21:17, whoever loves pleasure will be a poor man. This hits hard in our culture. We've been trained to spend for comfort, convenience, and feeling good in the moment. But Scripture is clear. If your life is driven by pleasure, your finances will suffer. A lot of budgets fail because we're chasing comfort instead of control. Proverbs 21:20, precious treasure and oil are in a wise man's dwelling, but a foolish man devours it. This is one of the clearest financial verses in the Bible. Wise people don't just earn, they keep and manage. Foolish people consume everything that comes in. If the money comes in and immediately goes out, that's not a budget problem. That's a behavior problem. Proverbs 21:25 and 26, the desire of the sluggard kills him. All day long he craves and craves. This is an intentional battle, wanting change but not doing the work, wanting financial peace but not sticking to a plan. The difference isn't desire, it's discipline. So when we talk about why budgets fail, it's not just about numbers. It's about mindset. It's about discipline. It's about whether we are willing to live differently. Scripture doesn't just give us spiritual wisdom. It gives us practical direction for how to handle money as well. And if we follow it, it works. This isn't just a money issue. It's a stewardship issue. This is your moment to take control. Go to financialcoachjohnllc.com. That's financialcoachjohnllc.com, and let's build your financial future together.